Hi everyone, how are you guys doing out there? It's an incredible, a beautiful, inspiring Friday afternoon here in Cartagena, Colombia. We are in my home city and you will be seeing some of it. Don't worry because I promise to show you a little bit of this incredible location where we are. And you are watching right now the Emerald ARTYA Award Ceremony presented by ArtTour International Magazine. The Emerald ARTYA Award Ceremony is honoring artists who are creating with a purpose. Artists who create because they have a message to share and they are trying to make this world a better place. So stay tuned because we're going to have an incredible selection of artists. They're going to be tuning in from so many different countries. We have about 30 countries represented today, and this is really an inspiring moment for me. We have been working on this project for months. These artists are so incredible. They are very committed to their cause. And we are publishing the ArtTour International magazine dedicated to these artists as well today. So you'll get to see the magazine. You're going to get to meet the artists, to hear their messages. You're going to get to see some of the causes that we work for and that we advocate for. And you are going to get to see some of Cartagena, which is a beautiful location. And I'll tell you why we're doing this here. Well, the Emerald ARTYA Awards, as you see by the name, is inspired in the emeralds. Initially, the ARTYA Awards were created in 2017. And the aim for those awards was to bring awareness for environmental conservation. And that was the first time that we celebrated it. We created an incredible documentary helped by the artists entitled Kintsugi, the Line of Destiny. We went to the Sahara Desert and we presented some of the issues that our Earth and our planet are facing right now. And as time went by, and well, we have two challenging years, let's say, to say the least. And these challenging years brought the awareness into our hearts that we have to advocate for anything the artists are advocating for. So we want to be an amplifier. We want to be the platform that is messages. So we decided to expand the awards, not just for environmental conservation, but also for social issues, for female empowerment, you name it. Artists who are bringing beauty into the world because they want to show us a reality better, beautiful than what we see in the news. Those are the artists that we are awarding today. I'm really honored. I'm really touched. And I am really proud of them. So I'm going to start by presenting some of them one by one. Some of the artists are tuning in live. Some of them send their videos. So I'm really happy. I have my computer here and I'm helping our producer behind the scenes. So I'm going to be calling some of our artists here. I have, let's see. I have a few artists here. I'm going to call Marty Jones. Hey, Marty.
Hello.
How are you doing? I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone so you share your message with our audience.
Okay. So you can see me?
Yes, we can see you. We can hear you.
That's weird because supposedly my camera isn't working. But
oh, okay. Don't worry because we see you. Don't worry. Okay. All you have to do is like speak to the camera. Trust that we see you.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, Marty, I'm going to ask you a few questions here because I know you're confused there with the cameras. So I do have a surprise for you, though. I have a surprise later on, not right now. But can you share with our audience what is your message about, what you're sharing with the world? What inspires you to create?
So we're going to do this even though I sent you a video, right?
Yes, that's fine. It's your life right now.
Yeah, no, I hadn't planned on this. why I'm doing what I do.
Yes.
Back when dinosaurs ruled the earth and I was much younger, the world seemed to be heading in a more positive direction than it was, and I see that it managed to do a circle and loop around to the same mixed up world that we had back then, but in a different direction. And I want to respond to that in some fashion with what I do. I know that I cannot change the world, but I'd like to know that, I could change one or two people.
Yes. Well, thank you. We are gonna share your video later on.
Okay, good, because you caught me totally off guard. I was just watching.
It's okay. It's okay. So I'm gonna kick you out of the studio now. But thank you so much, Marty. I just want to let you know that your work really inspires us. It's bringing us so much joy. It's bringing a lot of joy for this issue also. So I'm really thankful for everything you've done. I want to share with the audience that and acknowledge that during shutdown, during pandemic, you were actually creating to inspire, those who were working, nurses, honoring them with your work. And that I appreciate, and I'm pretty sure they appreciate it as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Marty.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay, guys, so this is live. I tell you what happens in a live presentation. A lot of hiccups, but you know what? That's the good thing about it. So I'm going to call another artist here. And for the artists who are here, know that I'm going to be calling you because you're in the studio. So I'm going to call Laura. Hey, Laura. I don't see you right now for some reason. Something's going on with your camera. Okay, something happened with her camera. France. Oh, there she is. Hey, Laura.
Hi.
Okay, hallelujah. I'm gonna leave you alone because
for some reason.
Oh, okay, no worries, no worries. I'm gonna remove myself so that you can share.
Nothing, you're muted.
Oh, really? Okay. Alan, she doesn't hear me. Okay, so it is your audio.
Let me go back.
Yeah, it's her audio. All right. Guys, what can I say? We're having some hiccups here. Okay. I have Philip. Philip, tell me that your audio is working. We have Philip yet, everybody.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you perfect.
Hey!
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
We're having some issues with audio and all that, but it's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
So I'm going to remove myself here so you can present yourself.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Philip Noyed, and I am an artist living in Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And this is my art studio. As you can see, I'm a multimedia artist using a lot of different kinds of techniques like light and color and photographs and different materials. And I'm most excited right now about creating art in virtual reality, which is a giant art experience I call Neo Art Space that you can actually walk through in VR, and you have 30 different experiences. I think that this is very interesting from a environmental standpoint because people can just at their home experience art with their family and friends who may be living in a whole different jurisdiction. What inspires me is the idea of bringing awe and a sense of wonder to people. And elevating their frequency to from the 3D of everyday to the 5D of like joy and love and enlightenment. And that's pretty much my message. And my feeling about receiving this award is just I'm humbled and honored, and I'm really appreciative of Viviana for this honor. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Philip. How are you doing? I'm so excited to see you there. And I want to ask you a few questions while you're there, right?
Okay.
So where can our audience go if they want to check out the new art space experience?
Two places. One is neoartspace.com. That's NEOARTSPACE.com. That's the best place to go. And you can sign up for a newsletter or even get a link to be able to go download a demo version of it on Steam.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much, Philip.
Thank you. See you.
All righty. Okay, guys, let's continue. I'm gonna try it again with Laura. Laura, if we can get you. Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you. I was a little confused. Sorry.
Thank you. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna leave you alone so that you present yourself.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I was a little confused because I wasn't at the rehearsal. So my name is Laura Preto Vargas. I'm an Italo-Brazilian artist. I live in Miami, between Miami and Milan, and work in both cities. My artworks are abstract, expressionism. I create basically the whole inspiration. It's from nature and my own feelings and emotions. And I want to share my message with most people I can, the maximum number, the maximum.
So I don't hear you. Something happened there, Laura. We lost your sound. All right. Can you hear me? No. Okay. Guys, you're going to be able to see Laura's artwork in ArtTour International Magazine and all the artists in the ArtTour International Magazine fall issue, special issue for the Emerald ARTYA Awards. And at the end of this ceremony, I'm going to give you a link where you can watch, you can read the magazine free of charge. The digital access is going to be free for everyone that's watching today so that you can go and visit. Laura, can you hear me? No. Yeah.
Hello, Viviana. Thank you and all the team at ArtTour International Magazine for awarding me with the Emerald ARTYA Award. A little about myself. I am Janice Alamonu from the town of Wells next to the sea in Norfolk, UK. I am a fine art photographer creating variations of actual and perceptual pieces depicting life and environment. I began as a professional photographer in the year 2000, then concentrating on seascape and shifting land. Over years, I evolved, travelling and adding portraiture and street, along the way talking and listening to stories of people's lives. And now I create photographic collages containing these stories, and have developed my techniques to add hand gilding with precious metals to the photographs. My photography has in-depth semantics of life, including love, our environment, people, the roles of women in war, conflict, mental health, gender, the beauty around us, and the future. Each work is an individual piece, different, collages of life and meaning. At this time, when the world leaders are encouraging colossal change to our actions to protect the planet and our descendants, it is as important now as it ever was to represent this within art. please take a look at my website at coastalphotography.co.uk. Thank you.
Well, we're back, guys. We're back to the studio, and we have another artist here that I want to present to you, and he is Eric Wiles. Eric, come to the studio.
Hello, Viviana. How are you today?
Good, good, good. I'm so glad that you can hear me. I'm going to remove myself right now and leave you all alone because I want you to give your message to our audience.
Okay, thank you. My name is Eric Wiles. I live in Santa Clara, California, in the United States, in Silicon Valley. I'm a landscape and fine art photographer. I just love photography, so whatever I can shoot, I shoot. I try to add an artistic approach to it. My concentration and inspiration started with my family a long time ago. Very diverse group of individuals who are very talented in different ways, musicians and good speakers and everything. So that's been my pillar for where I am today, and my friends also. However, my photography landscape, I like to bring awareness to the beautiful places that we have and that how we need to take care of them, not only for future generations, but so we can go back and visit. So I like to think of it as the way Dorothy said it in The Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home. So I think if we can promote that message, and I think we all can contribute to make it a good environment, and also help out for the next generation. I want to thank again Viviana and the team for recognizing my work and allow me to be a part of this award ceremony. And I thank you. And thank God for being here.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much for sharing your work, for your message also. We have to, I love what you said, there's no place like home. The thing is, like, there's no other home for us. So if we don't take care of this one, we have nowhere else to go. Even though a group of people think that we do, I think it's easier to just take care of this one before, you know.
Exactly.
So this is the spot to take care. Thank you so much for sharing your message, Eric. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Have a great day.
It's Amir Khodorov from Israel, and I'm a photographer. My inspiration is to bring another view of all the locations that we well known and passing through every day, with the beauty of colors, architecture, and optimistic. Thank you very much to Emerald Award, and good evening.
Dear art friends, I'm very happy to be able to participate in the Emerald ARTYA Award. My name is Dagmar Wankowski. I'm from Germany. Painting is my passion. I'm inspired by the beauty of nature that surrounds me. I paint large format flowers and also abstract paintings. My role models are Claude Monet's water lilies and the lights in William Turner's paintings. I want to inspire art lovers to see the beauty of the world through my eyes. Art is an expression of our culture, and art enriches our lives. You are welcome to visit my homepage and be inspired by my paintings. I'm looking forward to your interest. Thank you.
back to the studio. I hope you're enjoying the messages from the artists. They're tuning in from so many different locations and sharing beautiful messages. Art to heart, guys. Art to heart. Take it here and let it sink and let it go into your consciousness, and just let that message transform a little bit of what your decision making is on your daily life, taking care of our planet, taking care of everything that we own, that is ours. Because again, like Eric says, there's no place like home, and this is the only one. I'm going to go back to the studio, and I'm going to call some of the artists that we have in the studio. Tom Ashburn is here. Hey, Tom, how are you doing? Let that message transform a little bit
What am I doing?
Oh.
Hello, Viviana, how are you doing?
Good. We have like a third, a voice on the background. I don't know if it's over there. Again, like Eric said,
Right.
there's no place
Get
like
rid of
home.
that stuff.
Oh yeah, I think it's my voice. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, all right.
All right, congratulations on your award. I'm gonna leave you alone so that you can share your message with our audience.
Okay, thank you very much, Viviana. Hi, my name's Tom Ashburn, and I'm a stone sculptor. It's an incredible honor to receive an Emerald ARTYA Award, and I really appreciate ArtTour International and Viviana for giving me that. I'd like to tell you a little bit about my creative process and my work. My studio is on the shore of Lake Ontario in beautiful Prince Edward County, about 2 hours east of Toronto, Canada. I mainly work in alabaster and something called Wonderstone, which present intriguing features and are available in a wide range of colors. I also do some work in translucent orange, calcite, and black calcite. My style is artistic, contemporary abstract, and my sculptures emerge from my interaction and emotional connection with the stone. My wife calls me a Renaissance man because my sculptures reflect my passion, fertile imagination, and deep appreciation of form, texture, and color. You can see some just right here behind me. Most people unconsciously respond to the positive energy that radiates from my sculptures. This energy creates an emotional connection that invites you to interpret the sculpture's curves as positive and negative spaces and the deep conversations between the various aspects of the sculptures. And I really truly believe that energy is everything for all of us. Without energy, words don't become a message. Without energy, our images don't become the kind of impacting efforts that we hope to have in terms of making our statements and presenting ourselves to the world. So energy is everything. And that's really what my message is we have to show our passion, we have to show our energy. Without it, nothing gets sent across to people, and they don't have the opportunity to have the connection with our art that we would like it to have. COVID's been a challenging time, but it's been pretty rewarding for me. In 2020, I was elected to 3 of Canada's most prestigious artistic societies. And in 2021, it's been really exciting because I've received a lot of North American international recognition. And in fact, I'm just back in my studio after a live juried show in Florence, Italy. So it's been great, but everything I've seen from all the trips I've had it's all about energy. You've got to have energy. If you don't have energy, your message doesn't go anywhere. So I'm absolutely delighted and deeply honored to receive the Emerald ARTYA Award, and congratulations to my fellow award winners. And thanks again, Viviana and ArtTour International. Keep promoting us. We need the help. And, it makes all the work and the passion and the energy worthwhile. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much, because you inspired us as well. I love that you're speaking about energy. I have to share this with you and with our audience. I always think that the artist, the healing process starts when the artist is creating the work, because you're bringing that incredible energy, that beautiful intention from your heart into your work, into your sculpture, emanating that out into the world, and then it gets implanted there in your sculpture or the artwork or the song or, you know, any piece of work. And then it goes and travels like an own entity out in the world, and it continues without you even notice it, right? Do you agree with me?
I totally agree with you. And that energy that you put out there, that's what resonates with people. That's what they really take into consideration, and they have a connection because of that energy. And without that energy, people don't notice what's really going on, but it has a huge impact. And you know, the energy that you have is really driving a lot of things, and the energy that the other sculptors have or artists have is just everything. And
Yeah.
I truly believe that after seeing all the things internationally, it has been that case for 500 years. The artists had the energy, made the masterworks, they made the fantastic things. They resonated with people, and they still resonate with people.
They do, absolutely. Thank you, Tom, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Guys, this is reality, and it's all about energy, and it's the reason why we do what we do. This broadcast is all about sharing that energy, bringing vibration up, levels of awareness higher and higher. So I'm thanking you that you're staying here, tuning in. There's more coming up. I want to share a few seconds, only a few seconds. I want to make you a little bit jealous. This is where we are right now. Yeah. So this is the outside of the studio where we are. I don't want to make you jealous, but this is Cartagena, Colombia. That's the place where I was born. So I'm going to call another artist who is tuning in here, and that's Franz Frengen. Hey, Franz.
Hello.
Hello, Viviana.
Hi, Viviana. Hello.
Franz is tuning in from Belgium. Hi, Franz. How are you doing?
Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to be there a little bit in Colombia.
Yes. Yes.
It's very nice.
Yes. So I want to share with the audience that Franz, he creates with the light of a candle. Right, fumagene is his medium, and he creates with the candle. Friends, can you share a little bit of how that the process works?
So I paint with soot and smoke. It's not so nice for this award, but I will do something very nice in painting, and I put some dots of color there for being a little bit amazing. And it's not that to sell, I think, but people always think that soot is a very bad thing, and I use that for my painting.
Wow.
But now I think a bit of Glasgow.
Okay.
Glasgow, the final short is not so very good. And I will be always painting and continuing like this with my smoke and all the rest, the suit and so on. But I thank you, dear Viviana, because you have put me on the light. Thank you very much to all the team.
Thank you. Thank you, Franz, for everything. Congratulations again on your award. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm so inspired by all these artists. I think Laura is back, and I want to give her the opportunity because, hey, Laura, you're back.
Hi.
Now I hear you.
Me? Oh, okay, thanks God. Sorry, I lost connection before.
It's okay. It's okay. Tell us about your work. Tell us about your works.
Yes. So I do abstract paintings, expressionism. They're often distorted, and I sometimes completely abandon the subject, and you can still feel because what I want from the spectator is for them to you don't necessarily need to understand what is about the painting, but
Right.
I want to transmit the emotion through it. So that's the whole idea of my art. I want to reach as most people as I can. I want to have a good effect on people and to make people think about certain issues as the environment, as health. For sometimes, like I was exposing in a biennial, Florence biennial now, and the artwork there was about changes in the woman's body and also the mind, because my grandmother has Alzheimer's, so was a very like was a big thing in my life, and I think also in a lot of other people's lives must be very affecting. So I normally get issues that are I feel like important to me and try to transmit to the art. I also like to the color range. I normally get inspired by nature, by flowers. I also was very into flower arrangement for some time in my life in fashion, so I get that from this. And people normally tell me that they love the very colorful artworks.
Sounds
Also,
beautiful.
I lived in I was born in Brazil, but now I live between Milan and Miami. So I have a little. I went around a little. So I'm young, but I have this baggage,
And that's
let's say.
awesome. It's beautiful that at your young age you are committed to bringing awareness and creating change with your work. It gets my attention what you mentioned about Alzheimer's, because again, that's something that we need to bring out into the open, right? There's a lot of
Yeah.
taboo still, and it's
Yeah, and
really
people don't
good
want
if
to
we can
talk
share.
about it, you know.
Right.
People just
Yeah,
like
mental health.
it's yeah, mental health in general. Like people want to either forget or leave this kind of part of
Right.
the society like forgotten, you know. So the
Yes.
name of the painting that was for show was Oblivion, because exactly how we are saying is people want
Right.
to like obliviate that, you know,
Exactly.
just
Exactly.
as the memories on the person's mind are obliviated, they want to obliviate this kind of problem from the society. It's just everything is so fast right now that people are not interested in
Mm,
this kind of problem to resolve it. It's just like, what is the next thing, and
wow.
I think it's not just like everything needs to be new. We need to think on how to renew, how to continue working on what we have, you know.
Exactly.
People are not disposable, like they want to do everything and now polluting all the earth.
Wow. It's very profound what you're sharing. I haven't had that experience. When it comes and going back to the subject of mental health, I think the healing is going to start when we start speaking openly and going through this experience personally. What would you share with anybody out there that it might be going through the same experience as you? And I know it must be painful, but if
Yeah.
you were to share one piece of advice, one thing to soothe their hearts, what would you say to them?
It's tough. It's tough in our family, I must say. We do everything we can. I think the most important thing is love. Like you need to have like
Mm,
the base of it. It's love, you know. If you,
yes.
because there's sometimes like my grandmother's situation, there's no healing from it. You can only like accept and like live each day as like the best you can, you know. So I think it's live with love, caring in your heart, enjoy the experiences.
Mm,
Normally she likes, for example, she paints as a hobby, and they send me, because she's in Brazil right now, they send me videos from her painting, and she gets distracted, and she likes to see old photos of us. She speaks with me through Zoom all the time. So I would say it's tough. I can't go see her right now for some situation with my visa that I'm working as we are doing it as artist visa, but I can't go out of the country for
Yes.
this period. So yeah,
Wow.
it's tough. It's tough.
Well, congratulations on what you do, and thank you for sharing so profound,
Thank you.
very profound message. What I take from you is love. Guys, if you heard that, you heard Laura, it's incredible. I'm getting goosebumps
Thank you, my
because
love.
because it is profound. I am an immigrant, and
Yeah.
I know how it feels when you are outside of your country. You have your family on the other side. You cannot go see them. They are going through pain, and you are pushing through all this, and you're still creating and bringing awareness. Really, my heart,
Yes.
I take my hat off. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Really.
we're kind of like
Yeah.
two times immigrants, because our
Yes.
family went after the Second World War to Brazil.
Wow.
So my mom's family, they are like 8th-generation Italians. So
Wow.
I immigrated to Italy, after like in the middle of school, and then now to here America for like my work, developing career and everything. So
Wow.
I,
Wow.
I enjoy a lot
Congratulations.
having like new cultures. It's very good also for art, for you like open your eyes for new experiences and
Absolutely.
everything.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so
And
much,
I
Laura.
didn't mention, thank you so much. I'm very honored and very happy with the award. I'm very humbled by it. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Oh, wow. I am telling you guys, these artists inspire me, and now you know why. There's so
Viviana, I can't hear you. Shit.
me.
I can't hear you.
Hello. Thank you so much for this award. I am a writer and painter. When people ask me whether my writing or painting comes first, I say writing is like my husband. Painting is like my lover. When I write with a sense of clarity.
Thank you, Viviana, and congratulations for putting together this beautiful award and working so hard to help us artists. You and your staff dedication and support of artists is phenomenal. I started creating wood pieces when I was 7 or 8 years of age, and I stopped to become a naughty teenager. After my engineering degree, I came to the US and started again to create sculptures. As an engineer, I was drawn to bronze sculptures. Cast bronze interested me the most because it's a noble material, warm to the touch, and the most demanding process where most of the casting is done unseen. My work is figurative, but it's not about the figure. I consider myself an expressionist, as I am more interested in communicating an abstract feeling or idea than an actual 3D picture. Again, thank you so much for you and your staff dedication.
Well, we're back, and I'm going to call Rick again. That was Jean-Jacques Perret from Chicago. And guys, there's hiccups behind the scenes, but I think we're back. I'm gonna call Rick. Rick, can you hear me now? And I hope you do.
Yes, I can hear you now.
We actually had a mic that died and they had to change it, but everybody's running around me. Everything is coming from me.
It always happens that way.
Yes. Congratulations, Rick. You know that I'm like your fan. I really, really feel proud of your work and what you do, but I'm gonna be leaving you here so that you speak to our audience directly.
Okay.
Oh, where is Rick? What happened? Okay.
My name is Rick Kahn. I am an expressionist figurative painter. My body of work deals with gender equality and women's empowerment. These are two subjects that I feel are totally lacking in today's society, and there's no reason on earth why they should be. So I am trying my best to bring awareness to the problem. Every painting I do tells a story of some sort of about equality or empowerment, or sometimes both, but it illuminates from the, and I deliberately do this from the female's perspective, because to me the female is the hero in this drama, and I want it to be shown that, you know, the women are strong and powerful, and they're withstanding these problems, and I'm just posting, my painting, just painting these problems so that from the female perspective of what they have to deal with in society and culture, and at work, and at school, at home, and the neighborhood, everywhere it seems. So I'm just doing my part to bring awareness to this. As an expressionist painter, my main focus is not on like reality, it's on emotions, it's on what's inside, bringing out what's inside of, you know, the women and myself, you know, how I feel about these situations. That's what expressionism is all about.
Wonderful. Wonderful, Rick. Rick, I'm going to ask you, I always ask you this question, but I know that we have different audiences. And this is something that comes to mind to a lot of, especially females, when they see your work. What inspired you to bring female empowerment into your cause, into your subject matter?
Well, I grew up believing in equality, and when I was growing up, I was always more comfortable in the presence of the women in the group rather than the men, because back then the men would go in one room, women would go in another, you know, and I would just go into the kitchen where the women were, so I could have much better conversations with them than going into the room and talking about football and stuff like that. So it just was a natural step for me. I was working on, and I still do, but working on a series about mental health issues, trying to bring them to light, because that's something else that people just, you know, sweep under the rug.
Right.
And so then from there, you know, when the Me Too thing came along and I saw what men were doing, it just seemed like a natural step for me to just take my voice that I was already using for mental health and bring it over here and start working on the equality and the empowerment. And so I've been doing it ever since.
Wow. Thank you so much, Rick. And I love it. I love it. I know that every woman out there is thinking that you rock just for for sharing that. And you know what? Now that you mentioned, it caught my attention what you said about women going in one room and guys going into another. It brought me back to my childhood. And I grew up in Colombia. It was the same. It was the same. So yeah, you're bringing awareness, and I think we are going to get to a better place. We're trying to move and we're going slow, right? We're not moving as fast as we would like to. Yeah. But thank you so much, Rick, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yes. And we are gonna call Mary Morgan, who's here. Mary,
Hi, Viviana. How are you?
congratulations. Congratulations.
Well, thank you for this wonderful Emerald Award. I just appreciate it. I appreciate what you're trying to do for Mother Earth. And I love hearing what everybody has said today about that, and also about the emotional content. My name is Mary Morgan, and I am from Texas, and so I may have a bit of an accent, but that's okay. If I speak slowly, maybe you can still understand me. My work is expressionistic, and so therefore, like a lot of expressionistic artists, it's all about the emotional content. So if I can connect with someone on an emotional level, it means a great deal to me. They don't have to know what my artwork's actually about, but I'm going to tell you it is about my life's journey, and it's about sometimes abstract landscape. Sometimes it's about external influences such as nature, but then other times it's about internal influences such as feelings I have for my family or for spiritual things that I'm trying to express through emotional content. And so thank you for allowing me to speak today. I love the opportunity anytime to talk about my artwork. But I appreciate you, Viviana, and what you do for all artists. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you for sharing. Well, guys, the sun is shining behind me right now. It's a beautiful, we're getting ready for a sunset, and I hope we can put up an incredible show behind here. You'll see it, I promise. I want to call Carol Robital. Hey, Carol.
Hello.
How are you doing? I'm going to remove myself so you can speak to the audience directly.
Okay. I'm a Canadian artist. I'm influenced by multi-generational family in Canada since the 1600s, and a bit by the Indigenous people through the history. I started off with loving to do people, trying to capture them every which way I could. I studied people from inside and out and wanting to capture their essence or their movements or anything about them. And then later on, I got into doing landscapes and plein air painting, and I just love going into the countryside, especially in southern Ontario over here. And this time of year with the colors all being so vibrant, it's beautiful country. And I try to capture that also. Nowadays, my work is ranged from realistic. Now it's more impressionist, conceptual expressionist. I try to capture whatever I can with the world around me, my feelings, and just trying to share with the beauty that's around me. My paintings are inspired from my life experiences, my love of people, spiritual quests and studies on all levels, insights and energies around us. I believe that there's more to life than what our eyes see, and there's a lot of world around us to pick up and to share. And I hope that somehow I'm reaching other people with what I do, and share some of my feelings and hopes for everybody. And I also wish to thank you very much for honoring me with this great privilege of getting this award. And I think you're doing a wonderful job for all the artists. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. I was thinking about something that I just love your work. I love how you are capturing nature and bringing the beauty of nature to us. And I'm going to confess, I was thinking there's got to be something special in Canada, because I've noticed that Canadian artists are in love with Mother Earth. Do you agree with me?
Yes, definitely. There's a special connection we have, I guess, up here, and maybe because we've been part of this land for so long that I really love it. It's quite beautiful what we have here,
and it's so important
here.
Yeah, I think it's important. I think it's important to bring any issue, but also to reflect beauty, right? To remind us of how beautiful it is and how much we should treasure it. So thank you for doing that. Thanks for sharing, and congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Well, I hope you're having an incredible time here. If you see me looking back and forth, it's because I have my computer here trying to share some videos with you guys. I have a few messages from our artists that I want to share. All righty, let's see.
Hello, I'm John Neiman from New York, and I feel so tickled to participate in ArtTour International events. I like to create art that makes an immediate impact and has a residual mental tickle. I'll give you an example. Here's one called Barbed Balloons. It's a pastel of clown balloons that is contradicted by sharp barbed wire. Sometimes I do them in paintings, sometimes I do them with larger installations like the one behind me, which is called What is Missing. Instead of missing children, this is missing American values, such as missing live talk, missing spontaneity, and 50 other missing milk cartons. Lately, I've been working on a whole new kind of interactive art called zigzag prints, dynamic duos. This one is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. From one side, you see one of the characters. From the other side, you see a different one, Butch Cassidy. So that's it. That's a little tease of what I've been up to. And I want to wish you a great afternoon and good luck to all the other participating artists. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jaime Parra. I was born in Colombia and I'm living in Orlando, Florida. I consider myself as an abstractionist, expressionist artist. I use oil on canvas as a medium how to express myself, how to paint. My inspiration is coming from very diverse subjects. Nature is one of them. Emotion is the other one. All my paintings has layers and layers and layers of oil. I want that the people touch my paintings and feel something related to the painting and the subject of the paintings. I definitely want to bring the spectator into the painting, and I want to make them to question what is happening in the painting. I don't do sketching. I start putting colors on my canvas, and from that I start developing the idea how to finish the painting. Normally all the paintings talk to me, all the colors talk to me and guide me through the process of finishing one of my paintings. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Paul Hartel. I'm originally from New York, but currently live in the beautiful west of Ireland. I paint in abstract expressionist and neo-expressionist styles using mixed media. I strive for an improvisational, childlike quality to my paintings and celebrate the inner child that I think we all carry with us. Thank you very much for having me. I am grateful for the Emerald Award, and please do enjoy all the wonderful art and very interesting artists you'll see today. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Patricia Karen Gigich from Ancaster, Ontario, Canada, a photographer, contemporary abstract artist, currently working on NFTs in a collaboration with Greg DiFrancesco, going under the name Lotus 97.7, and it's related to drumming, an inspiration which is continuing to flow through my world. And I want to say thank you so much, Viviana and ArtTour International, for all of the support and receiving this incredible award. I am very, very grateful and look forward to an interesting year ahead. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Kari Wierstad and I am from Norway. A huge thank you to Viviana and the ArtTour International team for the great work you do for the artists. I'm very happy to receive this award and be a part of their family. I hope that my art can be to inspiration for someone. When I make art, I do it intuitively. I love to play with colors and take further what emerge into the canvas. The painting often draws attention to the inner world of man. I intend to inspire you to open up and pay attention to your inner landscape for reflection and movement. My inspiration is the beauty in the surroundings and my passion for the interaction between soul, body and spirit. All the best to all of you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Marty Jones. I live in Portland, Oregon, in the northwest corner of the United States where there are a lot of trees and rain. I don't remember a time that I didn't draw. I've been self-employed since 1998. A lot of my work has been architectural, some of my work has been for children's books, and the rest has created a large portfolio of images. When I started this illustrator gig, I wanted to illustrate adventure stories, books that aren't categorized by an age group. The sort of books that one could find in a library back when dinosaurs ruled the earth, and it was called literature. I have the improbable goal of bringing that back. Every now and then I'm asked, what inspires you? My adult children inspire me. They inspire me to get beyond my narrow comfort zone and to not think of people as a label. I'm inspired by a handful of people who are dealing with really difficult health situations. People battling cancer. People with long COVID who have to take 2 days off to recover from a day of work. People who have lost friends and family to COVID. I want my work to communicate that we all have value. Value that isn't based on our income or what we own. This is why so much of my work seeks to bridge the gap between imagination and reality. I think these bridges are desperately needed in these uncertain times. I've been fortunate enough to have received a number of awards in recent years, many of them without any explanation as to why I got the award. I appreciate the award, but it's kind of like getting greetings from total strangers. I've been able to connect with Viviana and her tireless staff. Their understanding of what I'm trying to communicate with my work is a great encouragement to me. Thank you for this award.
Hello, my name is Patricia Spoon. I am from Virginia, USA. I am an abstract artist and visual expressionist. My art is unique and shows emotions by using lines, angles, and geometric patterns. My influences are from nature. I express patterns found in nature, such as the clouds in the sky, to the stars at night, to the patterns of which animals flock around the earth. Colors are also a major influence in my art. For example, the colors of the tropical rainforest to the colors of the deep wood forest. My inspirations are emotions. Geometric patterns, lines, and angles also play a role in my art. The message I would like to share with viewers with my art is self-expression and individuality. I am so very honored to receive the ArtTour Award. Thank you so much, ArtTour International.
Well, we are waiting for more artists. I have some artists waiting on the other side, and I think they're having some technical difficulties to access the studio, but we're gonna wait. And while we wait, guys, there's something really special that I wanna share with you. And for that, I need to wear my glasses. I cannot help it because I have to read, but I wanna share with you this issue of ArtTour International magazine. So I tell you a little bit of the story of this issue. When we decided to, every issue of ArtTour International, of course, has covers, has many ingredients, many parts of it that are decided behind the scenes by our team. We sit down every morning. There's a lot that happens before an issue of ArtTour International could come out. So we launched the issue today. And the reason why what I want to share with you today is because we have a surprise for our artists. We had an internal contest. And this contest was, we're going to choose among the participating artists the covers for this issue of ArtTour International. So as you have seen so far, there are so many issues that they are sharing. Some artists are working on environmental conservation. Other artists are showcasing the beauty of life, the beauty of the world. Other artists are sharing social issues, female empowerment. There's so much going on. And we sat down and studied every image that you see in the magazine. We sat down, I meditated, prayed about it, and we decided to every member of the team go on their own and make their choices. Well, guess what? This is something incredible because there was this artwork that touched the fibers of everybody's heart. And the reason is because we have gone through 2 challenging years where, of course, some of us have lost loved ones, people that we knew, acquaintances, family, relative, friends. And at the same time, we are happy that we are able to come out of this, and we are in a process, right? Hopefully, of enjoying the moment with what we have. So we are learning to appreciate life. So we have this contradiction right now of the sorrow of those who left, of the sorrow of those who are no longer with us, that we honor every day with our memories. And at the same time, we have on the other side of the spectrum, the joy of life and the appreciation for those who are still here. So we decided to honor life. And that's what we're doing. I'm getting choked here. And that's what we're doing with the cover of ArtTour International magazine. And I am really honored to present to you our issue. I'm going to wear these glasses because I need them. And I want to share with you my screen. Where is my window? All right, guys, bear with me because I have to open. There it is. Okay. Let me just make sure that we can view it live. Yes, we can. And I'm going to minimize this so you can only see the magazine. Hold on. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Ta-da! So there it is, the cover of ArtTour International magazine. ARTYA Awards 2022. This is a special image by our dear artist, Lizzie Kruger, and she is, I mean, I have no words here. The image is hanging by a thread. This describes life as we see it. This describes what I was mentioning. It's both, you know, it's sorrow and it's joy. And I congratulate Lizzie. And this is an incredible image. We were really inspired by it. And then when you come inside, we decided to celebrate life with Marty and Marty John's image here. You'll see also all the artists, the awarded artists on the first page of ArtTour International. This is an incredible issue of the magazine. I mean, I have no words. I'm telling you, this is beautiful. I hope you enjoy it. You're going to get a link to enjoy everything, but I do want to show you the back cover of the magazine. It's Viva la Vida, which is Viva la Vida, right? Who doesn't know Viva la Vida? And this is by Kira Bellan. And of course, she's reminding us that life is worth celebrating. The interior back covers are here as well. You're going to enjoy it. Olivia Kapoor and Monica Bendner from Germany. And again, guys, the interior of the magazine is filled with very inspiring works by artists. Here it is for the first time out there, the ArtTour International Magazine special issue for the Emerald ARTYA Awards. I hope you guys come here, enjoy this, read it, check every message. Every artist here is sharing a different message. As I said, they're sharing their hearts, they're sharing their commitments. These are works that takes, you know, time, commitment, being isolated to create these artworks, and they're all here. These are all our awarded artists. Well, I want to thank you again for your support to ArtTour International. These artists really are worth of recognition. They do so much for us. I mean, this is what we do. This is why we do what we do, pretty much. I want to share a few things here with you because I actually prepared a few videos, and I promised you I was going to show you where I am. And I want to show you a little bit of my hometown. And this is Cartagena, Colombia. What I'm sharing right now is the Castello of San Felipe de Barajas. It's a fortress, as you can see it. And it's, you know, it's just a beautiful fortress. This was a place that was attacked by pirates. So they had to, or we had to, back in the hundreds, right? I wasn't around. But that's pretty much what they had to do to defend themselves. And that's the other side of the Castello. It is just beautiful. This is the aerial footage of Cartagena, the Bahia, and this is really close to where we are right now. So this is the other side of my view outside. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because I want you to fall in love with this city, because I am obsessed. I really want to convince my team and our artists that I want to host the next ARTYA Awards here live, not virtual, but live. I want to bring you guys here and invite the audience as well, not just the artists, but the audience as well, to come here and enjoy some of this beauty. Why not, right? This is the land where the emeralds that we have created for our artists come from. So I think it is worth sharing. And that is Playa Blanca, which is an island very near. It's quite an amazing place. Oh, I have an artist here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. One of our artists could tune in. Wow. All right. Pat Gajic is here. Hey, Pat.
Hi.
So excited to see you.
You too.
How do you like Cartagena? Do you get to see a little bit of where I am, right?
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations, Pat, on your award. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I want to leave you alone so you chat with our audience.
Okay. Hi, everybody. So Patricia Geigich here. I'm in Ancaster, Ontario, Canada. I'm super thrilled to be part of ArtTour International and receiving this particular award, as well as several previous awards. And as always, Viviana is looking at doing new and amazing, exciting things. And it's just a privilege to be part of, I consider them to be a family. So thank you so much, Viviana.
Hey, Pat. So now that I have you here, and I'm so honored to have you among our awarded artists, can you share with us what's going on in your life? You are always busy. You're always creating. And you're not just creating visual art. Can you share with our audience all the facets of you?
Wow. So right now, some really exciting things have happened. I made the decision to do NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and put them up on the blockchain. So we're just working on that right now. But I did a collaboration with a person who I've been friends with since I was 12 years old. And it's kind of exciting. And what we're doing is actually, I'm learning how to drum. So I have now got a Gretsch Renown set that I'm playing on and a Sonar SQ1 set in my studio. And we're also doing the NFTs by drumming on the paintings. Once
I
we
lost
put
her voice.
Oh.
Okay. Hey,
Can
Pat,
you
can you
hear
hear me? Yes.
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So what we're doing is we're creating the paintings, and then we're playing the music, and then we're drumming on them, videoing it as which will become part of the unusual uniqueness of the NFT. And yeah, so it's like super exciting. And then I've just put an Alicia electric drum kit in my house so that I can practice in the middle of the night when I'm extremely crazy. So
wow.
Yeah, it's just been a really dynamic several months, and looking forward to exhibiting the work, the new pieces. They're pretty phenomenal, and we're using different types of music. So everything from Pat Metheny to, the Goldberg variations. And I don't know, it's just an exciting time. And both of us, Viviana, we both love so much of the same music.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes. Yes. I was going to ask you, so what inspired you to get that drum set?
I've always been obsessed with drumming, and I play guitar, I have a piano, but I've never sat down behind a kit. But in my head, I always felt that I was a drummer. And literally the second that I sat behind the drum kit, it was like it all just came out, pretty slowly, but very naturally. And now I have to tell you, I can actually drum to music, like various songs, and I'm also practicing a lot. But it's something inside of me that I think it was just sitting there for so many years, and now it's like a whole just a plethora of sound coming out. So it's very exciting.
This is incredible, because it's a great message also for anybody that's watching. You guys, if you have a gift, or if you have a passion that is like dormant, right? And thinking about, okay, let me do it. I'll do it in 5 years. I'll do it in 10 years. Let's just do it now.
Do it
right?
now. Yeah. So I'm also really lucky, because the person who I'm collaborating with is a professional drummer, my friend, and has had several different bands, and he's multi-talented. So it makes it very good for me, because, I'm getting excellent lessons. We go under the name, our brand is Lotus 97.7.
Oh my goodness. I love that.
Well, so my kid is called Lotus, and I'm going under the Lotus sort of name. And then, of course, Greg is 97.7 Italian. So when he did his DNA, so we just thought we'd combine the Lotus 97.7, and it's really lovely. Yeah.
I gotta get together with you guys and do some chanting.
Let's do it for sure.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. And
Yeah.
so, okay, so I'm gonna ask you, how does your, and probably the audience is wondering, right? Because you have such incredible works, Pat, and you have devoted so much time, so much commitment to your visual arts career. How is that affecting your music and vice versa? Do you see some of that energy shifting or complementing?
Oh, it's always complimenting, and I've always painted to music. I do, paint obviously without sound, but for the most part, I think sound has influenced the vibration, the energy of all my work for a long, long time. When I did the Trail of Tears exhibition several years ago, I actually spent almost 1 year listening to Indigenous music that was created, by Victoria Boland and Andrew Rudd and Brian Mello. So this was so influential to me. And also Indian City, a Canadian band that really highly influenced my work. So I think that taking the time to really listen, and I always say, it's great to have an outcome where at the end of the day you have this great painting or you've created music.
Right.
But I love the fact that it's the experience. It's the moment that you're experiencing it, and in between the moments. So the joy is there. And I think that's what becomes reflective in the work. Your palette changes depending on what you're listening to. And, but I love the experiment of it, where you can listen to so many different types of music, country music, classical music, Latin music. It's just a whole different vibe. I was listening this afternoon to Andrea Bocelli, and that's a whole other headspace once you sort of get into it, right?
Yes.
And so it was a beautiful sentiment. But yeah, music is super important.
Wonderful. So what's coming up next for you? What's happening at the end of the year or early 2022?
Yeah, so with Authentify Art, our NFTs are going to be up. So we've completed 20 paintings, and now we are just putting the campaign together, and then hopefully they'll be auctioned. We're not 100% sure when, but we're looking at this happening either towards the end of the year or the beginning of the new year. And there's a finger cross that either Christie's or Sotheby's might be in part of our circle, our framework. And I think all of the above, just continuing to experience new ideas, new music, and
Wow.
drumming.
What wonderful. I have to join you. I tell you, we have to do some chanting.
I want you to come here for sure. You will love my studio.
Oh, Pat, thank you so much, Pat. And congratulations again. You were also the Artist of the Year 2020, and you are the Artist of the Year 2022. We decided to extend that, right? And we're going to be celebrating the Top 60 Masters in December. So I want to take the opportunity to congratulate you again for that incredible accomplishment.
Well, thank you, Viviana. It's such a pleasure to work with you, and I look forward to seeing all of the things that are going to come out in the next, year or so.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks, Pat. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Thanks. It's so inspiring, guys. I'm waiting for more artists to enter the studio. There's somebody else there already. Oh, how exciting! Yay!
But I don't know when my turn is.
I see you now, Nadia.
The only thing is I'm hearing also the Zoom sounds.
I hear you. So you have to close the Zoom, but you are live right now so that our audience is watching.
Hello, Viviana.
How are you?
Thank you so much for this beautiful award, and also because of your dedication to the planet. My heritage is Indian, but I was born in Africa and traveled to England to study art. And my dream was always to make it to New York, so that's where I am. One day while doing landscape, I came to a realization that instead of painting what I see, I'd like to get to know the structure of what I'm painting and paint what is within it rather than what I see it. So that way I decided, so I started looking through microscope and telescopes to see what looks beyond the surface, and everything became an abstract composition to me. So this way I got into abstraction, and through my soul journey and a lot of meditations, I started feeling the energy of all forms, everything I read, saw, or heard, and turned it into energy. And so this way, the purpose of my experience of life form is energy and translate into art. Yeah. And so this way, the purpose of my experience of life form is energy and translate into art. So this way. Can you hear me okay? Because okay.
Yes, it seems like the line has something behind there. There's an echo. If you have the streaming open somewhere else, now it's better.
No, Zoom was open, but
we hear you perfect. We hear you well. We hear you well.
Do you hear me well?
Yes,
so
yes.
Do I just continue?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. So since I love painting and sculpture both, I wanted to find a way to combine both aspects in my work. And I started created a clay table, and I prepare it as if it was preparing soil for seeding so that you can create new life forms. And this way I can go into a state of quiet meditation and let the energy flow through me and create a texture into a clay table, which I transfer it into an cast acrylic, and which is flexible. I can stretch it or form it to make a 3-dimensional or 2-dimensional piece. I finish off with oil paints and metallic powders to bring out all the serenity of each part, each painting. So for me, each has a life of its own and expresses beyond one's mind, not what it is, but how it feels and transforms one's energy. So I'm grateful for every piece created as a gift, and it comes through me, but not just for me. I want to again thank you, Viviana, for this beautiful gift and all you do.
Thank you, Nadia. So there's something special that you said that is created through you, but not just for you.
Yes.
Can you get deeper in there? Because I love that. I really love that.
Yeah, I mean, quantum physics says that all forms are 99.999% energy. And so for me, the idea of feeling it was very important. But every time I finish a piece of work, I always feel that is an incredible gift. It's to the universe. It's not, I just performed it. I was just a means to create it, but it wasn't just for me. It was for the universe, because it adds energy to everything that's around you. It shifts it. So whenever you come up with any kind of creation, especially it's connected to the life form and energy, it changes altogether in terms of what already exists, because every person gives something extra to the environment in terms of light, transformation,
Yes.
Something that brings forth what really matters.
In your opinion, what is the contribution from the artist to the universe, to humanity, in terms of energy?
I think because there is no separation. Everything that's within us is with the nature. So because there is no separation, what we do affects all of it. We are just a part of it. So every part of expression becomes whole. And so whatever I do, I have to think in terms of creating what is necessary for the environment and the earth, not just something that I want to express for myself. I use myself as a tool because it's part of humanity as a whole. And I know what humanity is going through, it's within me also. So I contemplate on it. And what comes as an issue, I try to work through it so it solves an issue or a problem and takes us one step further or forward.
That's beautiful. You know, I have to share with you. I'm going to share this with the audience. I'm going to be brief. I promise it's a dream. But I feel like sharing it with you, Nadia, because I think that there's a connection in this. I had this dream one day that all the artwork of all the artists in the world were hanging in the universe. I saw the earth and I saw every artwork, sculpture. There was everything. And there was this voice that told me, everything is part of one. And it transformed my life. It really did. That dream transformed my life into understanding how incredibly impactful an artwork can be. And it's something that I share a lot. And I love that the fact that you are acknowledging this and sharing that message, because it's so important when an artist pours out that energy out there, there is transformation, right? Right now, through the vibration of this broadcast, there is transformation, right?
Yes, I was given a very clear picture one time when I was doing something which I thought was a personal portrait, which was like expressing part of my life in childhood when I was given, my name kept changing because I used to be sick. And so I wanted to get all those emotions out of it on the clay when I was working on it. And it was actually working for an exhibition that was really important timeline. And when I finished casting this piece and I came back to take it off the clay, all the clay was smelled like a dumpster. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was wondering that my whole painting will be damaged. If the painting peeled off fine, I washed it and everything, but I had to throw all the clay away and letting me know that how much thought is physical, that it translates into a physical form. And that was an example given to me through a piece of work. So I keep seeing these examples through artwork all the time, and gives me proof that there is no separation between form and energy.
Right. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. Can you share with us what's happening in your world coming up? What's coming up for you the end of the year and beginning of 2022? Any plans?
Well, I'm looking to totally doing another leap, as it were.
Okay.
And this new pieces I'm working on is a combination of 2D and 3D. It's something, once again, totally new to me. I keep thinking, why am I doing this? Because it doesn't somehow, it's not the reflection of what's going on around, but it is something coming from within, and I have to explore it.
Exactly. So we're guided by spirit. That's exactly how I feel. And trust me, I also ask myself sometimes, why do I get in all this trouble? And
no, because it's supernatural.
We are guided, right? We just follow. We are guided, really, pretty much by our divine self, which is the most beautiful thing that can happen, right?
Fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Nadia, for sharing your works, for sharing your message, and congratulations again.
Thank you so much, Aria. This ARTYA Award. Thank you, Viviana.
Okay. Guys, I am telling you, I don't know what's happening, and I have to tell my, okay, I got the light back here on my computer. I think it was the sunset that's coming up. I don't know if you get to see it yet, but the blue behind me, that's the ocean. So we're getting the sunset. It's happening. It's beautiful. And I'm so inspired, waiting for more artists. Who else is here? Okay, Jaime. We got Jaime Parra from Colombia. Oh my goodness. I'm excited. I have to call Jaime. Jaime, congratulations.
Thank you, Viviana. Good to see you. And I'm so happy that you are in the beautiful place that you are right now. Hopefully I could be with you there.
Yes, there is an echo, Jaime. There's an echo. If you have another window or another screen open, close it so that we don't get the echo.
Okay, let me see. Better now?
Yeah, that's better. Perfect. From time to time, I get an echo. I don't know why, but we're going to try this way. So this is You know where I am, right? Boca Grande.
Yes, you are in Cartagena in Boca Grande. Is my hometown now because I have a house there, and
Yes.
I would love to be there with you and envy you. And thank you for this opportunity to be here. And thank you for the award. Thank you to ArtTour magazine to promote the art and give us a voice now in these uncertain times that we are living, when humanity needs art more than anything else. Well, telling a little bit about me, I'm Colombian. I was born in Bogota, not in Cartagena. I consider myself as an abstractionist, expressionist artist. I work with oil and canvas, and I do layers of layers on layers of oil on my paintings. Um, I wanted the spectator feel intrigued about the painting, and I want them to touch it and feel it and see what is going on inside of the painting. Emotions drive me a lot through the paintings. Nature is another matter that I love because I was born in Colombia. Colombia has one of the most prettiest natures in the world, but I think the world itself is a wonder that we need to preserve, and we need to keep going to passing the voice that we need to save our planet. I have the honor to participate in the last ArtTour show in New York City. I went there and I see other artists, amazing work, and I think it was a call to the humanity to preserve our planet. And that's the voice that I want to be. I want for the people to keep loving this planet, keep loving animals, keep loving nature, keep loving everything. Thank you, Viviana, for this award. I'm so thrilled and I'm so honored to have it.
Thank you, Jaime. Thank you, but you're not leaving just yet. I want to ask you a few things. So, tell us a little bit of what's coming up for you the end of this year or beginning of next year. Any plans?
Well, I'm gonna start working on scenes. I love the ocean, so I'm gonna start a series of that in a different manners. I'm gonna travel a little bit um, to different scenarios to see what's going on with the ocean and how we can save it and how we can create a voice for the oceans to be saved. Um, my expectation is next year going to Barcelona for an art show, which will be held in February. And of course, coming back to New York to Grimaldi Gallery
Yes.
to do something else. And yes, still creating discourse about paying attention to our planet, mainly.
That's beautiful. Actually, we are doing a research on coral reefs and the crisis of the coral reefs in the Caribbean. So we gotta get together and share information and maybe inspire you, because in spring of 2022 we're dedicating the spring issue of the magazine to sacred waters, to our oceans. So so you totally have to get involved.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And having the scenario that you have in the back, oh my
Yes.
gosh, we need to do a lot to preserve our planet.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There's so much going on. The problem is that we have to take personal responsibility and bring that awareness to every individual. It's not up to the government, even though, yes, it is up to the government to establish laws that defend our planet, but we also have to make our voices heard, and we also have to, vote properly, sign petitions. There's so much that we have to do as individuals to make an impact and defend our planet, defend our waters. They are in danger.
They are. They are absolutely. It's up to us to preserve the life for the new generations, for the kids, for the great kids, for the great kids, for everybody. And nature is in a lot of danger now.
Exactly. So it's like the way I see it, I feel like we are diffusing our attention, or let's say they're trying to diffuse our attention from taking care of our planet to move to Mars.
Yes, probably. We're gonna be in the SpaceX next time.
Exactly, right?
And I don't want to do that. I want to stay on this earth.
Exactly. We're staying here. This is planet A. This is plan A, and there's no plan B, because guess what? For you and I, there's not ticket to go there. So if you're watching this, we have to take care of our planet.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have to create a discourse about this.
Exactly.
About the planet is important. Thank you, Vivian, again. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
for
Jaime.
everything
Thanks
that you've
for
done
tuning
for
in.
us.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Enjoy Cartagena.
Yes, yes. Oh my goodness, guys. This is like, the more the sun goes down, the more you can see the ocean behind me. And I tell you that we were thinking about a studio, special setup. Let's do this beautiful, luxurious setup behind you. And I said, no, we have to show what we want to talk about. And this is what we want to talk about today, right? We want to talk about human issues. We want to talk about our planet. We want to bring to your attention those issues that need to be heard. And that's what our artists, as you can see, have been doing. I'm waiting for another artist here. I think there's somebody else coming in. I'm waiting. I think our director has some videos to share with us. So I'm going to let him share a couple of videos, and I'll see you back in a minute.
Kruger, a South African-born entrepreneurial artist who lives and works in the UK. My artistic process usually starts when something keeps me awake at night. That's when I know this issue needs a visual image. And I will play with different ideas and pictures in my head. I work with layers of detail to achieve intriguing images. I will first sometimes superimpose photographs of works of mine over some of those more detailed works and see where the accidental occurrences take me. People are usually or generally very afraid to talk about topics that make them uncomfortable, that cause them discomfort. However, with the pandemic, I think we will all collectively face colossal loss and grief, and hopefully that opens us more to discuss these topics and not shy away from them. Therefore, I will keep on visually address it, uncomfortable or not. My inspiration comes from a complete and absolute intolerance for my soul and the deepest of my being, to connect with people in dire circumstances. Injustice really causes a fire in my belly. With this award and the confirmation that it brings by addressing these topics, I hope that my passion will resonate with my global audience. There are few things more satisfying than when someone comes to you after an exhibition and tell you that a certain work really touched them deeply and moved something in them. And that is why I want to thank Viviana and her team for choosing me as one of your award-winning artists and being an ambassador for people without a voice. Thank you.
In the United States, and I primarily draw realistic portraits and do photography. I've been blessed to live out several childhood dreams. For the first, I became a professional roller derby skater, was on weekly TV, traveled the world, and performed in legendary venues. For the second, I became a firefighter. Sadly, in both cases, injuries brought them to a crashing end. Backtracking a bit, shortly after embarking on my skating journey, late one night, I was brutally attacked in a dark, lonely alley and barely escaped with my life. Living through that ordeal and the later losses of 2 careers that had left me faced with chronic pain put me in a very, very bad place. With the help of some unconventional medical treatments to avoid pain meds and being surrounded by good people and family, I became more mobile. Something else that played a huge part in my regaining my life was returning to art and photography, 2 things I loved doing as a boy. My interest in them quickly grew, and another childhood dream of mine was rekindled, which was to get my works published and displayed in the New York Gallery. Then I discovered ArtTour International and Viviana Puello. And that's when a whole new chapter of my life opened, and those dreams became a reality. Dreams are amazing things, but as Denzel Washington said, don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big, but remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. I want to thank Viviana for all her generosity and help in getting me to take my art to another level. She also inspired me to open up about my life challenges and to use my art to inspire others faced with difficulties. That's what embodies the ARTYA Award. I also want to thank Alan, Yadira, Crystal, and the rest of ArtTour International for all of their help. Congratulations to all the other artists.
I'm Wendy Yo. I'm a painter. I live and work in London, UK. I'm very pleased to be in the digital Emerald ARTYA Award Ceremony with other artists and, of course, Viviana Puello, who is always very inspirational. I'm from Hong Kong and I came to London to study art and graduated from the Slade School of Fine Art, University College London. At the moment in my paintings, I'm involved with cycles in nature like the 4 seasons and the movement in nature. Here are, for example, 2 paintings illustrating the movement in nature. The one of the waterfall was a waterfall I saw in Milford Sound in New Zealand, and the other one is an abstract one of waves. I have paintings in various museum collections in London, Oxford, and also South Korea and Hong Kong. I have exhibited widely in the UK, also exhibited in the USA, Istanbul, Kuwait, South Korea, and also in France, Portugal, Spain, Germany, also in Italy and Austria, and of course Hong Kong.
Hello. You're muted.
There comes a moment in time when life comes knocking at your door. People call it rock bottom. I call it awakening. You wake up from the illusion and see yourself in a new light. And that voice inside your heart calls you to more extraordinary things. To bring the formless into form. To become a creator. And you look up and wonder, will I ever get there? But the dream gets stronger and keeps pulling you until you say, I surrender. At that moment, a new journey begins. When you become the creator, you vibrate at the beat of the universe. You operate in a higher frequency, and your higher faculties come to life. Your body, heart, and soul dance in unison, and your energy expands. Sing your song. Tell your story. Share your message. Wake up from the illusion of a limited belief. You have unlimited potential, and it's time to create, to become what you're intended to be. Dance at your own rhythm and play your own melody. Sing that song in your heart. Spread your wings. It brings energy and transformation. Don't settle for less and don't hold back, because it brings light into the world. Uncover your true colors. Wake up from the illusion and see yourself in a new light. Connect to the greatness within. You are the masterpiece. Stay inspired.
Okay, so something is, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. They were telling me that I was speaking and no one could hear. So I don't know if you believe in Mercury retrograde. I don't, but my daughter does. And if you're watching Yari, I don't know what's happening. Technical difficulties have happened today all over the place. So I'll repeat my message again. And it's that message that I created for the artists is to honor them because they are so special. These are individuals who are creating with a purpose. They're committed. The life of an artist is isolated. When you are creating, you are alone. Usually, you're alone in a studio. So it is really rewarding for them to acknowledge what they do, to know that whatever they are doing alone is being recognized out in the world. And we're broadcasting this also through the ArtTour International TV show. So you get to watch it edited with no hiccups. those that we had today on the live broadcast, you get to watch it really smooth next Thursday on the ArtTour International TV show. So I hope that you tune in, and I'm going to invite you. We're going to be sharing that link on our social media and watch it. If you're in New York, you can watch on TV on Spectrum 1993. If you're not in the city, you can still watch from anywhere in the world if you tune in on Thursday at 5:30 p.m. on mnn.com. So I am really happy and proud for these artists who participated. They have made this issue an incredible project. And well, we have another, my director is telling me there's another artist here. Oh my goodness, I'm happy that he made it. And that's Jean-Jacques Perret. Hi, Jean-Jacques.
Hi.
I'm so happy that you made it. We shared your video earlier, but I'm so happy that you made it live. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you to you.
So I'm going to leave you alone for a second. I want you to share your message to our audience and tell them who you are.
Well, my name is Jean-Jacques Perret. I was born in Switzerland, but I live in Chicago in the US. And I have been sculpting basically all my life. I started to sculpt when I was in a teenager, like 7 or 8 years of age. But I stopped that when I was 15, 16 years of age to become a naughty teenager. And then I came to the US. I made an engineering degree in Switzerland, and I came to the US. Sooner or later, I started to sculpt again, and I never stopped since. I do most of my sculptures in bronze because, in my opinion, bronze is one of the most beautiful products. It's warm to the touch. It's warm to the touch, and it's very difficult to create because everything you do is basically in a mold, and the mold is closed, so you don't know what you're doing. Except at the end, when you get the finished product. My work I consider my work as being figurative, but it's not about the figure. I consider myself an expressionist, as I am more interested in communicating an abstract feeling or an idea than an actual 3D image. That's about the and you will ask me what is my inspiration. To me, inspiration is more imagination. It goes together, and it's the creation of a sculpture, or the creation of a painting, or the creation of anything, whether it is a meal, a dinner, or wherever. It's always a question of imagination. That's where it starts. The imagination comes after. That's all what I can tell you.
Thank you, Jean-Jacques. I tell you what, I love your message, and I'm pretty sure, I love your work. I'm your fan, and we have another fan. I'm gonna tell our director to share well, we have to share the messages, because I told you have fans in our team. One of our team members sent you a message, and I want to share it. Can you put the comment that she did? She says she loves you. She loves your work. That's our head graphic designer, and she's incredible also. And she just loves your work, Jean-Jacques. And just for her and for all your fans out there that love your work, I want to ask you about your creative process, because I know behind, when it comes to bronze sculptures, people don't have the access. Like, for artists, they can probably visit the studio when they're painting, But for a bronze sculpture, there's a whole process that goes behind the scenes. Can you share a little bit of that process with our audience and enlighten us on how it is and how long, more or less, it takes you to develop one sculpture?
Well, the length of from beginning to finish, you should figure about 6 to 8 or more months. From a sketch, I will create a pâte à modeler, a clay sculpture, and then you have to make a mold from that, basically a rubber mold. From the rubber mold, you make a wax with it. So you go from a positive sculpture in clay to a negative in plaster and rubber to a positive in wax. And then you take that wax and you bring it to somebody else who is going to do the casting. In the early age, I was doing my own casting, but it's a very dirty process. It's very dusty, etc. So I abandoned that, and now I give the wax to somebody else to be casted. Then I receive the cast back, and you have to clean it. You have to sand it down. You have to clean it up, and etc. Until you do the last stage is the patina. All in between, about 40 years ago, I purchased a marble company, and in this marble company, I can make all my bases and all what I need, which belong or which add to the sculpture itself.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible. What inspired you to purchase, what inspired you to take that step? Because that's a big step, purchasing a marble company.
Well, yeah, I needed some, back then, I did try to do some stone sculptures as well, but it's a cold product. It's not warm to the touch, and I don't like it as much. I did quite a few of them, but I rather do, whenever is my preference, I go to the bronze.
Wonderful. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to share these few minutes with us, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you to you, Viviana, and to you, all your staff. You are doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jax.
Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna ask our director if there's any artists out there still coming into studio. He's telling me no. That was it for today. No more artists joining us. And again, as I mentioned with you guys, you are going to have a link that we're gonna paste in the comments of this broadcast. If you're on YouTube, you'll see it on the comments on YouTube. If you're on Okay, we're back. Okay, so we're back. Thank goodness. Alrighty, guys. So like I was saying, you're going to get that link. You'll be able to access the ArtTour International magazine free of charge. It's a digital format. If you want to purchase a print magazine, go to Barnes & Nobles, or you can order also directly online at www.artourinternational.com. But above everything, I want to give thanks. Well, I want to give thanks to a few people here before we go. First, I want to give thanks to the artists who participated. You guys made this issue an incredible issue. This project happened because of you, your contributions, your time, your energy, and we are deeply, deeply grateful for that. I want to thank our team because we have pulled it off. We did such incredible work. And Everybody put their best to make this happen. You guys have no idea. Even right now, there's people running around to make and bring this presentation in a beautiful format for all of you. And I want to thank our media partners, New York Weekly, who came out with an incredible article about us today, NBC, Fox, ABC, so many others. You're going to see all the articles they're writing about our artists, about the ARTYA Awards. I feel humble. I feel touched by all the support that we are receiving. I want to thank MNN, Manhattan Neighborhood Networks Television, for broadcasting our television show every Thursday at 5:30 p.m., where you're going to be able to watch, again, a beautiful edited version of this award ceremony with a lot more excitement as well. So there's a few things that we didn't show you here because we want you to watch it on TV and tune in next Thursday. That's when the first part of this ceremony is going to be on broadcast on television. Thank you again for watching. You guys are the best. Your support means a lot. And I do have a message for you as well. If you have a little bit of doubt that you might be an artist, or if you have a little bit of will to create some art, I want to tell you today, don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for where you retired. Don't wait for anybody's approval. Do your thing. Dance, paint, sculpt, whatever the heck you want to do. Because when you are creating is when you are happy, and when you are happy, you are making the world a better place. So don't forget that you want to create a legacy. Devote yourself to your passion, whatever it is. It might not be visual arts. It might not be performing arts. Whatever it is your passion. Make it happen. Life is short. We are celebrating life. We are celebrating our planet with this. And I leave you all with this subject in mind. Celebrate life. Devote yourself to what you love. Follow your passion. Don't wait too long. Life is short. And don't forget to stay inspired. And we're going off now. Thank you.